Hello from Bali. This is a podcast pigeon of peace where we do discuss awesome skills of troubleshooters. Watch, listen, and check the description below for the details. Let's talk about internet bots and let's start with the definition.
Internet, this is just communicational network which exists now almost on the each corner of the globe. It's a kind of joke because our globe is round and there are no corners. And bot, it's about a robot. Robot, this is a Czech word which means robot to make something, to produce. And in Karl Čapek novel, it was some machines which would make home work instead of people vacuum cleaning, wash dishing, and something like this. When you have a business, for example, you sell something through the internet, you will hire some people and they will answer by messenger, by forum, by some sort of replies in some forms. But what you will do at night? Sometimes you could use internet bot. It would imitate behavior of the man. There are several kind of them. First would just imitate that something is online, somebody is online. For example, you will enter the site and you will see some smart girls making some blinking and maybe some moving and maybe some talking with other and trying to hide that he also trying to speak with you, and she just will write something, please write your answer, and you are so happy, okay, I will communicate. And second would be, and now you should give us your phone number and we will call you at the morning. So it's nothing. This is just very easy internet bot. And something like this would cost you like $100 per month. Another kind, if this internet bot could do something for you. For example, you're talking to your bank at night, 2 o'clock, and you will ask balance of my saving account, how many cashback would I get? And this internet bot will give you some very, very easy answers for example, 20% of your needs. And it's very helpful. For example, my wife likes to buy tickets for me in float by talking to some voice assistants, which is also could be like internet bot.
And when we are actually trying to, let's say, like we might be the owner of the business, or we might be the one who is responsible for integrating this, let's say the decision already made. So how do we approach to choosing the right one? Maybe it's, like specific technology, or maybe it's a specific goal, or maybe it's specific, probably, like aspects of the platform, or maybe specific customers that we need to choose from. So how do we make our decision?
Maxim, like acting product manager, you will understand me, my grief about these internet bots. Usually when you will ask someone, do you know something internet bot? You will have two answers. First answer will be, I know a guy who will provide it for you. And another answer will do, yes, I have one and I will install. And in both cases, you will be led not to the right internet bot owner. When you are coming to Arsenal, which contain a lot of kinds of weapon, you could choose gun or maybe sword, what you like. But if you come to someone who has just one gun or one sword, you have no choice. The same with internet bot. Every person will try to sell to you internet bot from upcoming needs. And if I have just one, you will not have any difference. So never ask someone, do you have internet bot? You should see at your competitors, and if you like how those internet bots behave, you should type in this bot or even ask by voice, who is your creator, who is your owner, and usually those internet bots will answer, I am provided by Maxim Golub, and would you like to leave a note and my owner would connect you.
It's like an Easter egg that smart developers would hide in order to, like maybe just, like get some sort of recognition from other nerds as well. And when we're speaking about internet bot, before we go into like the depth of their answers, there's also maybe the depth, or at least some sort of like a link to the systems that they could operate. For example, it could be CRM, it could be booking system, it could be any knowledge base. So how to deal with this like a connections and making sure that they have all of the access, and also make sure that they're not gonna misuse it, because there's also might be the cases when someone may try to get an access through the internet bot and using its like I would say like stupidity will make sure that they like they will reach out to their goals.
You know, I will tell you a very funny story. It was lecture about social engineering or something like this, and I was talking about Dodo pizza. Dodo is this big bird which was living on Madagascar, and now it's extinguished. It was eliminated.
Extinct.
Extinguished, yes. And I was telling to the people that to the pupils that this company is making some sort of fraud. They never show you the right digits. And I opened site of Dodo Pizza, and I was going to some internal panel, and we were looking for the code, and I was showing some part of this programming language, and suddenly in this messenger for debugging of the site, I got a message from Dodo Pizza. It was definitely internet bot, and it was message something like this: if you know the coding so well, you are already invited to work for us. And I was thinking, how clever. So this is two birds killed with one stone. First, they found that I could debug site and find errors. And second, they give me, I don't know how to say, like compliment. And instead of being angry and write something in internet because they are fraudsters, I would be pleased to know that I am okay, not a worst programmer.
And actually, let's say we have this like worst programmer and who is trying to misuse the case. So what might be the probably the reactions? So when we figure out that there's something is always going on, and maybe someone is trying to misuse the system, because on one part we do want to make money, on another part we also want to like have a good and safe reputation. Because the thing is, when we speak with the chatbots, everything is being recorded. That means like it could also damage the company reputation. And for some reasons, there might be not like just the hackers, but let's say even competitors who just want to show that we're not, like competent enough, and they want to just like put our business down.
You know, there are several ways how to avoid those consequences. First is to limit amount of messages you could exchange with internet bot. For example, if you will find lazy ones, you could create another bot which would send to this bot you are testing now, like a black box, a lot of messages. For example, I have my own, it was like alpha bot, and I was trying to fulfill application for credit, for mortgage, for small business in all other bank, and I could restart servers of average size bank maybe in 30 seconds, because I would send so many messages. But for example, several months ago, it was I don't know how to say in English, raider attack. Is it okay to say?
Raiders attack.
Raiders attack from one gang, and they want to take out dentistry, which we own with my wife, and I created another bot, internet bot, which was sending 3,800 letters to all, I don't know how to say, like law representatives, депутаты.
Or like any government body.
Government body, yes. And suddenly I found that some of them will not reply because they have special internet bot which understands that I am trying to send so many letters, and they just will allow to pass not more than first three. And if I will try to push them, they will understand that there's not a person writing. This is automatical connecting machines, and they will refuse connection, and they will close me, for example, for 1 hour.
And now we actually will be moving from the track of the defense to the track of the business, because sometimes you also may want to make a decision like how deep or smart or knowledgeable the bot should be. And you also want to see, okay, how much resources do I have in order to make it so developed so that like it could answer to any questions. So basically the question is like when knowing like when to stop answering all of the common questions and maybe pass it to human, or maybe some of the questions definitely, like will bring you the most of the value. So how to find this like a middle ground or like a golden area where you would definitely figure out that, okay, this is where I want to stop to answering, and I just want to, like make sure the interactions will go into the human area.
This would be several sad stories. I own an internet shop, and I was boss of a bank, commercial bank, and I was working with some other commercial clients. And I was several times trying to create internet bot, voice speaking, message sending, and so on. And I never succeed. For example, it was a time when we were trying to automate our contact center at night, and we were trying to recognize the speech and to program some trees with most preferable answers. And we got so many complaints in different networks that we decided to remove this from the process and to put on the line live people. Second time, it was for company which was trying to create insurance in England, and I was invited as a consultant. And in this case also we have spent like, I don't know exactly, maybe 3 months, and then we also were refusing. And even in our advertisement it was written like we do not use any program, and every time you call you will speak to polite person, something like this. And third, I was trying to create a special internet bot which will help to students of School of Troubleshooters to choose the right set of skills to learn at any quarter, and I never succeed. Yes, sometimes it give good answers, but sometimes it's getting mad. When you create program by your own on Ascender, on Python, and it work on your computer, it's like 1% of complexity. But if you are trying to speak with people in real net, you will find that you should apply so many efforts. I will explain. You speak quite well in English, quite correctly,
Quite right,
quite right in Russian. But can you imagine how people from Kyrgyzia, I know how to say, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and some other post-Soviet Union republic, how they use Russian language? You wouldn't believe. For example, bookkeeper in Russian language, they would write in 26 different ways. And name of city, St. Petersburg, they would write in 11 different modifications. So sometimes you couldn't understand what they want. They want to have something for them or for their relatives or something like this. For example, you will ask, how many of you would fly on our plane? And suddenly they will give an answer like 11 people. No, at 11 o'clock we would like to fly on your PM. And from point of view of person who knows English well, it's quite unusual and even unlogical. And you never could exploit internet bot with illiterate people.
And actually, talking about illiteracy, sometimes we may have, like all of these different deviations of, like people, cultures, or maybe any other aspect. So what might be the approach for fine tuning, or maybe, like educating the bot in order to get this, like cover those segments? And then again, like I probably will repeat my question, how to know where to stop, because we might be trying to aim the perfection, but it might be not reachable, or it might be reachable at some unreasonable cost. So again, like how to approach to the studying or educating, and how to know where to stop.
I will say you a very crucial way. Кровожадный, crucial.
Like a bloodthirsty.
Like bloodthirsty or filthy way to deal with customers. First, you should make segmentation. And for example, if you're given consumer sales finance, it's very cheap credits like peanuts from like $50 to $300 US. You would create internet bot in such a way that person will never get out of it. So this person will always speak just with internet bot. But you have an affluent clients, for example, they hold in your company something like, I don't know, like 1% of your income per year, and you will give them another level of service. For example, when I was working in a bank, we collect mobile phone from some people, and we understand when they call from the mobile phone or in roaming, so when they're abroad, we just will throw them on the people. Because when you are in your country and you have unlimited amount of time, and this not costly for you, you could speak with internet bot. But for example, if you are in airport, if you are in a hurry, if you are leaving hotel, you want to speak to person. So you have like two different pole. One pole will never get out of this speaking machine, which would write something not so useful, and another pole, some part of people will always just talk to person. And when I was leaving a bank after 3 years working with the system, already 49% were talking just with people. You know, when you will hear a voice of a person in a phone, you will finish your call approximately in 72 seconds. But if you will try to type something with internet bot, it will take like 12 minutes.
Well, it's actually quite an interesting case because you actually trying to walk in the customer's shoes and understand their context. So in order to serve them better, then my last question will be how knowing about internet bots would help to make this world a better place.
Several articles we already wrote on the site of School of Troubleshooters about internet bots. It was one bot we create for, I don't know how to sell it in English, producer of the antifreeze. I don't know how to say.
The manufacturer of the antifreeze liquid.
Yes, this special liquid for the car. If you will use it, you will always be able to clean the windshield. And we were trying to program internet bot. Maxim, you know, we were trying to collect all these phrases which people would write. And you know, sometimes people will ask about battery, about some gasoline, about some chemistry for the cars. We spent like, I don't know, maybe 100 days, and suddenly we realized that less than 10% people come into this internet bot to buy this liquid. But you know, this landing was dedicated just for this liquid, and there were just 3 types of this, and no one want to buy this. Everyone was saying, do you have another color, another smell, another taste, another, I don't know how to say, litrage?
Probably the space or capacity.
Capacity, you know, it was so funny. You know, it's very familiar when you write a post. For example, you will write in Facebook, I am selling пирожки с капустой, pipes with cabbage.
Yes, pies.
Pies with cabbage. And you know what will be replies under your post? Something, what are you selling? What contains your pipes? Do you have not with cabbage? There is anyone instead of you who sell, I don't want to buy from man.
Well, I do believe sometimes tool might not be proper for specific solutions. So we review the skill of internet bots and how it could be helpful for you. Stay in peace.